You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. Yeah, y'all. Man, this situation turned bad quick. It turned real bad real quick. It went from bad to real bad because you already had a shooting, right? That's not going to be called a self-defense because the police are saying that, you know, somebody else, basically attacked and tried to rob Offset. This thing has turned from just being a shooting to being a attempted robbery and a shooting and a Fed case. Somebody going to prison big years off this group of people because now they've come out releasing photos and stuff, man. They've come out releasing screenshots and photos. They're looking for suspects, bro. This is bad news right here, man. And, the brother Lil TJ, he did too much talking, man. I heard a few people talking about this on the internet. He did too much talking. I thought he did so when he came out. He shouldn't have said anything at all to the media. All that stuff he said to the media is going to hurt him at the end of the day because he's definitely put himself in the situation when nobody had to know whether or not he was really in the situation. They could have still played around that, beyond a reasonable doubt, you couldn't even put me involved in that situation, but his own statements is going to be used. That's why when you come out and say stuff like that, you can't really talk like that because of what the feds are going to try and stack up against you. And now they're going to try and stack it up against them. They're doing an investigation now into this whole situation, and they're calling this thing a attempted robbery and shooting of Offset. Why would you do it in front of the goddamn casino? Hey, bro, the stupidest crimes are happening in 2026. And this new era we live in, you would think that these guys know that there are cameras everywhere. In a casino, bro, there are cameras everywhere. Let's say this again, you guys. In the casino, in front of the casino in the lobby, there are cameras in every single part of the casino. It makes no sense to get into a situation in front of the casino, ladies and gentlemen. It makes zero sense. You understand? When you got 100 cameras in front of the casino. That is literally the worst place that you can get into something is at a hotel or in a casino where there are tons of cameras all over the place from every angle. So you better believe the cops got cameras from every single angle, from the parking lot to the valet to in the front door. They got the best cameras out there in the casino and the hotels. This whole situation is going to go nasty for these guys, man, because now the cops are looking for guys. And they're putting their screenshots out. So these guys are probably in hiding from what it seems like because the cops obviously haven't apprehended them, because if they did, they wouldn't have put them guys' pictures out, And it is a very bad situation, man. When Lil TJ came out talking about snitches and rats, bro, you can't say that type of stuff on the news, man. They're going to use all that against you. And so Offset don't even really got to say nothing. Why? Because this happened in front of the goddamn hotel casino where there were probably tons of witnesses that was right there watching the whole thing. And that's another thing. You had all those people that's right there. All those people are witnesses to a crime. So they going to speak up. They going to speak out on the situation. This was just senseless that they would even think about trying to pull something like this off. It makes no sense whatsoever, man. Absolutely ridiculous and foolishness. You know what I'm saying? In the year 2026, man, it is sad that this type of stuff is going on, man. But, hey, man, these guys, they want to put themselves in this situation, so it is what it is. You would think that, hey, man, you're going to do this in front of a casino, allegedly, with all of these cameras out there, knowing that the cops is going to have, video footage of the camera and photos. But then not only that, you cross state lines, which makes it federal because you're not from there. So they're trying to say that you cross state lines, which brings the feds into it. Because if you're not from there, let's say you're from New York and you go there and they can say, hey, look, they plotted to do this. Boy, this is bad news. So what they're going to do now is they're going to go and they're going to pick up all these other guys. I'm telling y'all what they're going to do. And then they're going to go try and put guys against each other and throw years in front of these guys to throw each other under the bus. You understand? That's what they're going to do next. They're going to get all these guys and they're going to go get all these guys to speak out against each other and try to get them to throw against each other because they're going to show them on tape. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? So when they see those years, are guys going to be willing to say, just suck it up and just do the years? That's going to be the real question now. It's not going to be, whether or not, no, it's going to be whether or not you can do the year, how many years you can do. Because they're going to throw some big years in you for federal robbery, attempted robbery, and a shooting where a dude got shot. Man, bro, you probably looking at Fed time. You probably looking at 30 years. You probably looking at 30 years Fed time. If you get lucky, 15. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and that's on a plea. So they're going to have some real situation going on here, man. This is a sad situation to see this thing pan out like this, man. This is just guys, just stupidity, man. I mean, bro, just do the crime in front of everybody, apparently, in the year 2026, man. But they got this stuff all over videotape, and they're damn sure going to put that video out, and they're putting the images out. I just saw it all over the news. Just saw it on the news. They put those images out, and this is now a federal investigation. The worst thing you can want to have. So, and basically, they can also put a Rico on you because they can say a criminal organization because it's more than one person. If they can show you planned and plotted, they can put a Rico on you, which they can fuck around and make you have a life sentence if they put a Rico on you. So, again, bro, bad situation, man. Something that can just turn around and completely destroy you and backfire and ruin your whole life, man. And this is a lesson to all these young cats. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of the street. Stay away from this dumb shit, man. Because this is crash out season. Nobody's going to think about anybody 2 or 3 years from now when they locked up forever. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's going to care about you no more. Your legend has to be way bigger than that for people to really think about you. Like they thought about a guy like Big Meech coming out. Or they thought about, some of the OGs who was real legends that was out here that names was ringing all over the place. Again, man. Crazy situation, man, and it's just stuff that could be avoided. People don't have to go to prison, but then when you get caught up in stuff like this.
Hey guys, Ticket really hopes you enjoyed the content. There will be a link in the description box and pinned at the top of the chat room where you can go to the Ticket TV merch shop and purchase the exclusive merchandise for men and women. Thanks for your support, and he appreciates all sales.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.